So I was trawling the Trading212 app, as I am guilty of doing pretty often, and I've noticed an increase in one of the features I've spoke about recently, and I'm very happy to say that Trading212 is now offering one of the best, if not the best, instant access to interest on your cash payments that I could find anywhere online. If you would like to sign up to the Trading212 app and receive a free share, use the link in my description down below. So if you haven't already noticed, Trading212 has upped their interest rate here from 5%, which it initially launched as, to 5.2%. Now, before I get any questions, yes, interest is paid out daily, and no, 5% is not paid out daily. This is an APY, so it's an annual equivalent rate. If you were going to receive 5% every day, you will become a millionaire quicker than you can say Trading212 3 times. So as you can see, currently I have 1,005 pence in free cash. You can also see that I will be paid out daily a staggering 13.9 pence, so around 14 pence per day, just for holding £1,000 in cash. Now, of course, you will only get this interest if it's left as cash, so any uninvested money. Now that Trading212 is going to be launching a new debit card, this new higher rate actually makes it one of the best places to put your money in for short term or long term, however long you want it, and get the best interest rates, much better than a lot of the banks. And in fact, later on this video, I'm going to actually see the best instant access saves account that you can get and how Trading212 actually beats this. One thing to note is that you're going to actually have to enable this extra rate of interest, and that is because the interest that you gain on this money is actually because Trading212 on your behalf invests in money market funds, qualifying money market funds to be precise. If you don't know what money market funds are, essentially money market funds are a fund that actually invests in very short term but also very high quality securities, such as government bonds that have a very short term on them, and a few other things that have very short term maturities. Of course, if you do not enable this feature, you're going to be getting a much lower rate, but I am actually surprised that Trading212 is offering even higher rates. I've seen a lot of brokers trying to increase the amount they're paying. 4.9% is the highest that I've seen so far, but at 5.2%, this beats things like Chip, which I've actually moved away from completely because I think they're still on 5.84%. This beats many apps like Lightyear, and even if you don't want to invest into Trading212, you could just open an account, fund that account with some cash, and once you're opted in for the higher rate, you can be earning 5.2% as an annual equivalent rate. It goes without saying that, of course, you have to pay your own taxes here. If you exceed your personal allowances, such as your personal savings allowance, then of course you are liable to be paying your own taxes. Currently, the Bank of England base rate is 5.25%, and honestly, I don't know how they are giving you all that rate without taking much of a fee. Of course, it takes money to actually provide you with the interest in the first place. When we compare with other currencies, for example, the euro, we can see that at 5.2%, we're getting a lot higher than if we kept our money as euros. Even compared to the United States dollar, which in America, the actual central rate is higher than the UK, we're getting higher than what we would get than if we kept our money as dollars, which is actually crazy to me. Now, with the help of Martin Lewis from Money Saving Expert, generally, if we wanted to find out the best rates of bank accounts and so many other things, we can just go onto this website, and Martin Lewis, of course, is very well known, provides all these things. So if we use his website, we can see that the top easy access savings account is by Paragon Bank, a bank that you've never heard of really, and that gives currently 5.16% as an annual equivalent rate. However, even then there are some caveats. For example, you have to invest a minimum of £1,000. Also, it is not actually an instant access savings account because you can take out your money whenever you want. However, if you take out more than 2 withdrawals a year, that rate actually gets completely slashed. If you want to go for unlimited withdrawals, Beehive Money actually gives you 5.12%. Again, a very high minimum of £1,000. And you can see that this is based on a bonus, and this bonus will expire in March of 2025. Although realistically, if interest rates actually go down, the money market funds that Trading212 is based off will also very quickly get that reduction in interest rates. And we can see the interest rates plummet very quickly on the Trading212 app. So by far, it is not a guaranteed amount for the entire year. It is an annual equivalent rate, although with Trading212 you are paid a daily amount based on if you were to invest that money for a whole year divided by pretty much 365. And the reason why I think it's so attractive for Trading212 is because you don't actually have to buy and sell the money market fund yourself. I know with InvestEngine, if I want to buy a money market fund, it's going to take 1 day to execute and 1 day to sell, meaning that if I want to buy something else, for example, I am locked out for 2 days, which in my opinion is not a very good thing. This money is available to you to access whenever you want. You can withdraw your funds whenever you want. You can put your money in whenever you want. there's unlimited withdrawals, there's no caveats when it comes down to actually taking this money out. So therefore, Trading212 actually manages all the money market funds. You put your money in, you get your interest, and there's not too much to worry about there. That being said, of course, when you are putting your money into money market funds, there are some additional risks. Although in terms of investments, money market funds will have the lowest risk, as it is very unlikely that these high quality bonds and other certificates will actually default. So in terms of your ISA, Trading212 ISA, there are a few differences that I do want to highlight. For example, in your ISA, you still are able to get the full 5.2%, no worries here. As you can see, currently I have quite a lot of cash, £22,864, and my daily interest is £3.17. You can see the payments I've already received. You get them around 10 PM every single day like clockwork. For example, here 10:01. Now the thing that I like about the Trading212 ISA and getting this amount is that it beats any cash ISA that you can find. Of course, if you are within the UK, you get a £20,000 allowance per year that you can put into a cash ISA, lifetime ISA, stocks and shares ISA, or innovative finance ISA. So if you put it into a Trading212 ISA, you can now benefit from actually having a rate higher than any sort of cash ISA that you can find, but also with the ability to actually invest into whatever stocks or ETFs that you want. However, what I wanted to say is if you actually invest within a stocks and shares ISA, it is within your best interest that you don't actually withdraw that money, because whatever you withdraw now, you will never get that back in terms of your allowance. The £20,000 a year that you do get is use it or lose it. If you start withdrawing, you're just taking it away from another year's deposit, essentially. Another thing that I didn't mention is that, of course, with Trading212, there's no actual minimum deposit amount. You can start with as little as £1, and you can even start earning interest on that, although you're not going to be earning much on £1. If you do want to find out how to enable this feature, I've made a video and you can find that out here. Make sure to check out some of my other videos, and I will see you in the next video.